everybody. Great to see you guys again. My name is Josh Bergen, and I am the president of VENZA and CyberTek. And we are bringing to you a little bit of a different type of sponsor this year for HITEC. So a lot of the other sponsors that I've introduced you to, they're the ones who are helping us host the evening event. But I want to introduce you to Kathy from the Mustard Seed. Her and I have a long relationship with this charity, and I'll tell you more about what would this charity have to do with HITEC. But first, Kathy, why don't you introduce yourself, give us a little history of your organization, what you guys do, and what is your mission?
Hi, I'm Kathy Baldwin, the Executive Director of the Mustard Seed of Central Florida, and I have been the Executive Director since 2013. So yes, Josh and I do have a background. I wanted to let you know a little bit about our mission, because what we actually do is we help rebuild the lives of those who have suffered either disaster or personal tragedy and have lost everything. When I say that, we are a furniture and clothing bank. So we provide the household furnishings and clothing. And so we're always trying to do that in a very environmentally friendly environment. So we serve 1,200 families a year. Over 3,000 people actually come through our facility for the services that they need. And as you can imagine, that can be for any reason, including disasters. Here in Florida, we have the hurricanes, but for so many other reasons, for medical, just those that are starting over. So that's one of the reasons why we have partnered with so many companies like VENZA. So thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Well, I can tell everybody also a little bit about our history. So in my days of working for Wyndham, some of the things that we did with the Mustard Seed is we started out with an event that I thought was pretty clever, and it was called Junk in the Trunk. And what we did was we arranged clothing and furniture pickup day. So we were able to have a lot of our employees put together a day at their corporate office or at their resort, and they collected clothing, furniture, kitchen items, anything that you could think of to house a family. A lot of the families that I had a chance to meet and work with that were receivers of these goods were often mom and child, or people that had an immediate need for furnishings. And there's a ton of referring agencies that works with the Mustard Seed, that all these families that have an immediate, I'll call it immediate household startup need, where they don't have the ability just to go and run to the store and buy all new furniture overnight. So a lot of it is a rush order referrals. We also got to work with the Phillips File on radio, the radio station 104.1, and their awesome poker tournament, which was a great fundraiser. We worked with another event that was called Chairs for Charity, where we had local artists who painted chairs and decorated chairs, and then we sold them at an auction. And Kathy and I often talk about Amazon Smile, where even still today, you can do that and don't even have to be in the area. You can pick them as your charity, and then through the Amazon Smile program, it'll donate some change and some money to them. And of course, there's always the recycling program. So Kathy, tell everybody, because I don't think people understand what the recycling part has to do with it. But I know that, again, my only main experience is with Wyndham, but they are a huge advocate for going green, for recycling, for upcycling, for making their carbon footprint small at all of their timeshare resorts. That's what I focused on in my day job there. So what is this whole, I don't understand this mattress recycling program. Well, I do, but can you explain it to someone else?
Absolutely. Thanks, Josh. And first of all, hospitality in Central Florida, as you all know, is really, really huge. And we are a member of the Central Florida Hotel Lodging Association and work with so many hoteliers that are, like you said, really trying to be environmentally friendly. So we started in 2011 to deconstruct mattresses. How that came about is we want to make sure everyone has a bed to sleep in. So in order to have the quality control in-house of mattresses, by bringing in 100 mattresses, 30 of them are good enough to sanitize to give back. The other 70, it's such a huge waste of going to the landfill, and we recognized that and started the Deconstruction Center. And what that really looks like is that it's manually deconstructed with a knife, as far as a utility knife and all the proper safety tools that go along with the goggles and the gloves, etc., and training. But we take the top off, and that's a commodity product. Then we take the foam out, again, another commodity product. Those two are baled. And once we have enough bales, we're fortunate to have a vendor in town that actually makes that into carpet padding. So the third component inside of a mattress is the coil springs. The coil springs are end up being industrial steel. Again, very fortunate to have a vendor just 2 miles from our facility that allows us to be able to send them that metal, and they reduce that to the actual component. All of that generates revenue to assist us in the furniture and clothing bank. Now, we also have another social impact. Not only the environmental piece, the revenue generated in our social enterprise, but the social impact is that it affords us to be able to hire people that may need a second chance at a job, a second opportunity that perhaps they wouldn't be able to receive employment at a corporation. We're very mindful of their charges of their past, but at the same time, it allows us to increase the workforce to that demographic. So there's so many great components to the mattress recycling. And yes, we are working with so many wonderful hoteliers and, of course, the liquidators and renovators that we can't tell everyone how much we appreciate the support from the hospitality industry. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you've gotten a chance to work with cruise lines, because I'll never forget the day you told me that a cruise line said, hey, we can fill a tractor trailer with mattresses. What are you going to do? And then you guys had to figure out the logistics for getting those done instead of sending them to the landfill. I know you also you're working with companies like Rooms to Go, with some of that, because they will deliver you your new mattress. Well, they got to take your old mattress somewhere. So again, that's all the way down to the household level versus someone throwing it out into the woods or taking it to the dump. And then, of course, there is a vendor, which is how this is connected to HITEC. One of the vendors or the customers that you guys work with is IKEA. So you guys work with IKEA, and guess what? We at VENZA and at CyberTek decided that we were going to purchase all of our booth furniture, which includes couches, end tables, coffee tables, bar top tables, bar stools to go with it, some other 5-6 foot banquet style tables. So we're buying all of our furniture this year from IKEA in Orlando, and we're going to have an IKEA furniture building party on Sunday before HITEC and put all of our furniture together. And then at the end of the show, Kathy and her team is going to come and pick up that furniture, because it's all brand new, and they're going to give it to families that need furniture in their new apartment or their new residence. So again, that's how we're tying this in. So we're going to go buy our furniture from IKEA. We're going to use it for the trade show. And then Kathy and her team is going to pick it up and give it to some families in need. So that's just another way. There's so many ways that hospitality can be involved. So all my friends in Orlando and the outreaching areas, if you are interested in learning more about the mustard seed, we'll put their website and tag them in the photo. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys check them out and get engaged. But other than that, Kathy, I appreciate you working with me all of these years, getting to be on the board, bringing my teams in for volunteer work and seeing the other teams continue and seeing UCF students. And I got to give a shout out to University of Central Florida, go Knights. I know other schools like Rollins and other colleges send volunteers, but of course, you know, I'm a big fan of the UCF Knights there. So thank you for everything that you guys do for the environment, for people getting settled into new homes and safe places. I love your mission. Every child deserves a bed.
Yes.
You know, it's just sad what's out there in the world, and you guys have been making a difference year after year after year religiously, and I super appreciate it. And you know, look forward to seeing you Monday night at our opening party at SeaWorld for HITEC's 50th anniversary, where all of these great hospitality leaders come together. And I hope that this gives them a little sneak peek of how they can help the environment and help a charity that they didn't even know about in Central Florida. So thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you on the 27th of June.
Thank you, Josh.